Down, Chicago Bears fans. Welcome to Bears Latest. I'm Dan Levy. Welcome into Fan Art Sports. As we're kicking this one off, we start it, we end it, we love it. The Green Bay Packers suck. Bears down to 53 men that we can enjoy watching this NFL football season. That's right, we got some things that have gone on since the last time we spoke, and we'll get to all those things. We got a big show for you. As we started off right now, again, now down to 53 men that have all suited up for your Chicago Bears. We begin first, roster cuts that are typically what it could be a dramatic time for the Bears fans, and some unexpected stuff were pretty expected. Again, as they started to make some trims, we are now at 53. Typically aren't headline grabbing, and most of the Bears' decisions were predictable as they trimmed it down on Tuesday, but moves revealed three critical areas of focus heading into September 8th, the opener against the Minnesota Vikings on Monday Night Football. Offensive line, left tackle, still a freaking question. Can you believe that? The Bears kept surprising 10 offensive linemen, including all four competitors for the starting left tackle job. Braxton Jones, most likely to get it. Ozzie Trapillo, personal favorite. Kieran Amagaji and Theo Benedict. Head coach Ben Johnson is yet to name a starter, but signs point towards Jones. Not because he pulled away, but because no one else did. And Johnson admitted he's prepared to make a change quickly if play isn't up to standard. Okay, this news is not up to standard. Ben Johnson, you got to make this one now. I know nobody stood out to you, and you're not somebody that wants to make a quick decision on this until you know, but it's time to let these guys know. It's time for Caleb to know so he can start to build a little bit of trust and build a little bit more chemistry with who's going to be protecting him at that left tackle position. It's kind of important, and it's kind of ridiculous that we are here on August 27th, just a little bit away from the opening game, and Caleb Williams does not know who's going to be protecting him on that left tackle. The Bears kept surprising. Ben Johnson is yet to name that starter. That is a major thing. And while general manager Ryan Poles bolstered the unit with guards Joe Tooney and Jonah Jackson, plus center Drew Dahlman, the lack of clarity at left tackle remains troubling. The Bears are banking on improvement from Jones after last year's ankle injury and hoping one of the younger linemen does develop, but that optimism is based on projection, not results, and we didn't see anything that would give us that conclusion or give us those answers when we watched everybody line up against the Chiefs and the starters just a little bit last Friday. Wide receivers Jahadi Walker was one of the biggest surprises to make the roster, signaling the Bears' investment in his long-term potential. The top of the depth chart is still solid DJ Moore and rookie Rome Odunze, who could quickly push for those wide receiver one roles. And don't forget, Zacchaeus is one of those guys that Caleb Williams loves, and Rome Odunze is expected to make a giant leap. Just like Caleb Williams, the two of them are expected to make leaps and bounds this season. So it's good to see that those guys are going to get that chance. Second-round pick Luther Burden III should also see the field in select packages, especially when head coach Ben Johnson is pushing for him in the draft. And you know what? He looked great out there. He was blocking. I love Luther Burden III. I hope it's more than just specialty packages. I hope we see a pretty decent amount of him. Defensive line is still a work in progress. That's going to be a big question that remains. The group revolves around Montez Sweat, now the team's highest paid player at $25.1 million cap hit. He'll be joined by Dayo Odengbo, who signed that 3-year, $48 million deal, but still with plenty to prove. Defensive tackle Grady Jarrett looks sharp and after recovering from an ACL tear, and could have a ripple effect on Gervin Dexter and the rest of the line. But depth, however, still a concern, and still the second round draft pick Shamar Turner is now supposed to miss most of the season. Andrew Billings is coming off a torn chest muscle, and Dominique Robinson and Austin Booker, again, those guys have just 3.5 sacks combined. Austin Booker, we're expecting big things, and we're hoping we see it out of that. So again, no major surprises with this one. They got it down to just about where we thought they would. And to be honest, all I'm really caring about right now is what they're doing with that left tackle and what they could be looking at for the waiver wire, if I could say that correctly. And we'll get to just about some trade rumors that we would like to possibly see as well. One surprising thing is Frasier is now out for the rookie season. The 5th-round draft pick of the 2025 draft is going to miss the entire rookie season after being placed on the non-football injury illness list. And as Ryan Poles explains, It's a personal issue, something that dated back to before he joined the Bears. He had a situation that presented itself in a category that he would say was personal. And as the Bears dug into it, they tried to help him out, and it revealed as something that happened before he got here. So credit to the staff for finding the root cause of what was going through. And he called it a bummer for the front end, but said the team believes Frasier is now on the right path. So Frasier lasted practice during rookie minicamp, and he was spotted at training camp on August 20th, riding in a golf cart with a personal trainer. Frasier turns 25 in October, impressed the scouts at the NFL Scouting Combine. So it looks like he's going to miss this one. It's a medical injury. It's a personal thing. And we're hoping that he gets healthy, and we're hoping that he can be effective with the Bears come the 2026 season, if that's going to be a thing. So, well, he's not going to be available. So things that we're going to have to see happen with him are going to have to be what we're going to see for now. But let's go back to what could possibly be going on with the Bears and what they could be doing to improve some things. On the defensive side, not a lot of rumors just yet of what's going on. But again, 53-man cuts have been made. A lot of things have been going on the waiver wire. We'll see if general manager Ryan Poles has any ways of improving the defense. As for offense, there's rumors bubbling up right now that the Bears are facing, although it's not a rumor, that they're facing a running back crisis. Behind starter DeAndre Swift, the depth chart looks now pretty shaky. Roschon Johnson sidelined with a foot injury, Travis Homer out with a calf issue, and rookie Kyle Monangai has missed the last 2 preseason games with a soft tissue injury, which means some teams might be looking to make a deal, including the Jacksonville Jaguars. Rumors are starting to hit up with Sports Illustrated that the Jaguars may be inclined to trade one of their veteran backs due to their infatuation with new rookie additions by Shul Tootin and LaQuinton Allen Jr. That leaves 2 possibility trade candidates, one Travis Etienne and Tank Bigsby, with Bigsby being the most likely option. And why Tank? Why does he make sense for Chicago? 2024 production season, 766 rushing yards, 7 touchdowns, and a solid 4.6 yards per carry average. Skill set fits well, physical between the tackles, runner with great vision, much like what we had in Chicago when David Montgomery was playing for the Bears, and we all saw what Ben Johnson can especially do with a guy like David Montgomery when he was with Detroit. Schematically complementary, his limitations as a pass catcher aren't a concern given Swift's ability as a receiving back, and cost-efficient acquisition reportedly could be secured for a mid-round pick, which could significantly shore up the Bears' backfield. So the next couple of days are going to be pretty pivotal to see if Jacksonville does want to make Bigsby available. It would give Chicago a clear physical complement to Swift and solve one of their most pressing roster dilemmas. So Tank Bigsby is possibly going to be a Bear, according to these trade rumors. I'm for that move because right now, again, the running back room is thin. Roschon Johnson hurt. Kyle Monangai, the 7th-round draft pick, he also was hurt, and I'm actually kind of surprised he made the team because of that. But they pushed for him, and here he is. Then there's rumors of DJ Moore's going to be taking some running back snaps. I'm okay with that, but we have to be a little more secure. I would like to see more of a 1-2 punch when it comes to that Bears offense, and I would love to see him get more than just that. I want to see DJ Moore, if possible, not be a go-to guy for a running back situation. Unless he makes some real headways, I'd like to see some pressure taken off DeAndre Swift, and one more person in that room would be good, and Tank Bigsby would be a great addition to the Bears if they could pull that off. So Ryan GM Poles, you have got your working orders, you got your assignments. Make this team better. We got just a little bit more than a week away until week 1 of the opening kickoff for Monday Night Football when the Bears take on the Minnesota Vikings. Will we see an improved roster? Will we see some names on there that we are not seeing right now? That is yet to be decided. One thing that is for sure is that the Green Bay Packers indeed suck. Thanks again for joining me. It's Bears Latest Fan Art Sports. I'm Dan Levy. Don't forget to follow me and let me know what you think in the comments section. If Tank Bigsby would be a great asset to the Bears, should the Bears go get him. Once again, I'm Dan Levy. Bears Latest Fan Art Sports. We'll do it again soon. Packers suck. Have a good day.